Hi, Bill Doolittle here for the Wellspring Derby Preview Party, which comes up April 21st at Churchill Downs. Now that's 10 days, April 21st, that's 10 days before the Kentucky Derby on May 2nd, the 141st Run for the Roses. And we're looking ahead at the horses around the country who should be coming to Louisville and ones to watch out for to be running in the Kentucky Derby. And then when we get to April 21st at the Derby Preview Party, we'll talk them all over and of course give you the winner then. Right now, let's talk about It's a Knockout, a horse we talked about just last time here on the preview, and of course he won. And boy, it didn't actually win. He ran second, but then he did win because he was put up through an inquiry and disqualification, and he is now the official winner of the Fountain of Youth Stakes. And in my opinion, he ran better than the one who won, and I think is definitely a horse to watch. Also, It's a Knockout has Louisville ownership, and so we'll be keeping track of that. You know, it's been since 1914 since a Louisville owner won the Kentucky Derby. Now that's a century, and I think it's about time that we had one from Louisville win the Kentucky Derby. So that's It's a Knockout. Now, we've also got other horses to consider. Dortmund, who's been the hot horse, the big horse in California. He ran here at Churchill Downs and blew everybody away. In fact, every time he goes on track, blows everybody away. But of course, he does not have a distance pedigree. He's trained by Bob Baffert, and anybody can get him going that far. It might be Mr. Baffert, but I'd be putting a big question mark by Dortmund. Also out in California is Lord Nelson, trained again by Bob Baffert. And this horse, named of course for the famous British Admiral, Lord Nelson, is a nice quiet prospect that not too many people are talking about. In Louisiana, the big horse is International Star. In Arkansas, the main horse they've been talking about is Far Right. Of course, you know, with a name like Far Right, we won't be betting that one. Let's see. And then we've got some horses that are getting ready to make their first start. And these are horses that were very good at 2, and they're making their first start at 3 now, starting with Carpe Diem, who will make his next start, I think, at Tampa Bay Downs in Florida. And Texas Red, who was the 2-year-old champion last year, he's had kind of a sore paw. So we'll see what he's doing, Texas Red. Nice horse, though. And then, of course, there's American Pharaoh. And this is one more Bob Baffert horse, and the one that last year many people thought had the most talent of any horse in racing, and he had an injury. They rested him up. He looks like he's back in training now, and he makes his next start in Arkansas at Oaklawn Park. So that's most. Oh, did we mention Ocho, Ocho, Ocho? Now, we don't want to forget Ocho, Ocho. You know what that means. Ocho, Ocho, Ocho. It means I came, I saw, I bought a ticket for the Derby Preview Party, sponsored by Wellspring, April 21st at Churchill Downs. Thanks, I'm Bill Doolittle. We'll see you next time.